How you let them cheat and take them back? Must be your only nigga. I get loud just like.
Welcome back to StarHush, where the drama keeps coming, and today's tea, piping hot. Just when we thought Latto and 21 Savage's situation was done and dusted, here we go again. Another messy twist, even more chaotic than before. For the longest time, people assumed these two were locked in for the long haul. They kept things on the down low, but the chemistry was undeniable.
Like me, so I just would think that he talking to my woman like I talk to her.
But fuck that thing.
Nuts. Oh,
Yeah.
oh God.
No, that thing. Most
Lord.
of these niggas gone. Yeah, I just hit give. That's what
That's
that's
how they gonna say it.
I just was a savage on savage.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
I was savage.
I was a savage on her. What? Oh my God. Get on the whole hood. No, don't nobody know our names. Yeah, you know Ryan Pop Savage.
Who you talking about?
No.
Right.
Right.
Shit be
So
crazy.
it do be a little different.
It's way different, man.
It's a whole different.
Do you
But we
think?
ain't with emotions. We just do that just to do it. We can hit a never talk to a bitch.
Right. And we
girl
know,
doing that
especially if you got a woman that's she not just giving no up. That mean this had to put in a lot of phone conversations.
Oh God.
She's telling this nigga all your business because she's trying to justify to this nigga why she's about to fuck his. Do you
But we
think?
ain't with emotions. We just do that just to do it. We can hit a bitch, never talk to a bitch.
Right. And we
Girl
know
doing that shit.
But then Latto fumbled, big time. She started going after 21 side chicks, yes, plural, like she was ready for war. And guess what? 21 Savage was not about to play that game. He kicked her to the curb with the quickness. And let me tell you, Latto did not take it well. She didn't just throw shade at 21, she dragged his wife, his entire roster of side chicks, and anybody else who dared breathe in her direction. Sis was on a full-blown rampage. Now let's break this all the way down. The wildest part? 21 and Latto spent years acting like they were just friends, straight up gaslighting the internet. People caught on to their little secret relationship, but they denied it left and right, acting like fans were reaching. But now, their breakup is louder than their entire relationship ever was. So what was even the point of sneaking around? Let's rewind a bit, back to 2020 when the first clues started surfacing. Fans quickly noticed something suspicious. Latto and 21 posted vacation pictures at the exact same time, from the exact same place. And the internet, they put two and two together real quick. But Latto, she went straight into damage control. She told fans they were reading too much into things, saying, "There's videos on YouTube of me performing with him at the palace. I think that was the palace." Like, let's be real. Respect. You know what I'm saying? And when people kept pressing her about whether she was seeing someone, she shut it down with, "I don't like to speak on my personal life. I just don't make it public. I feel like I have to. I've already exposed so much of my life unwillingly, and I don't want to expose this." But then, 21 Savage went and exposed it for her. He slipped up with a post and delete moment, dropping a comment under one of her pictures saying, "No makeup, dang you fine. It's only one way it come about you twin." And just like that, game over. They might have kept up the act, but at that point, everybody in the industry already knew the deal. It wasn't just fans speculating about Latto and 21 Savage's relationship, even other rappers were dropping hints. Dream Doll stirred the pot back in 2021 when she slid in a not-so-subtle bar about them in her single tryouts. She rapped, "And yeah, mulatto, yeah, that's my little honey bun. Ask how many times she came. She said 21, 21. That line? Straight up shade. And the internet, they ran with it. But it didn't stop there, because Kodak Black also threw his name into the mix. At one point, Kodak made it known that he had his eyes on Latto. He even admitted that he tried to make a move on her, but the second he found out she was tied up with 21 Savage, he backed off real quick. And that's saying something, because Kodak isn't exactly the type to walk away from a challenge. The fact that he stepped back, that just confirmed what everyone already suspected. Latto and 21 were really locked in. And now, that locked in turned into locked out, because Latto's whole situation just went up in flames.
I'm saying? I met 21, bro. I'm saying? Me and 21, homeboy, we be all like that, bro. He's not trying to text you, girls. I mean, like, she even know that. What she didn't say. No name. But y'all tripping, bro. I was on shit, real player shit, like, bro, I don't even want no money for the song. Do a verse for my artists, BBS's. And BBS is from Georgia, like, I said, shit, stop calling my name on that, you know? And then they don't even know on no shit. Then, bro, that the bitch be all in that, bro. Savage, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm that 21, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and 21, homeboy, we be all in this shit, bro. He's not trying to text you, girl. Stop.
While Latto initially kept quiet about their situation, 21 Savage wasted no time denying her, loudly. In an interview, he made it clear that whatever people thought was going on between them, he wasn't claiming it. He said, "I've been hot for a long time. I don't do all the antics and stuff. I don't got a celebrity girlfriend. I'm not finna be out everywhere. I'm not dropping music every other week. I'm not going on live talking about stuff every other week." And let me tell you, that had everybody shook, because that basically confirmed that Latto was dealing with a married man. She wasn't the main chick, she was the side piece, but Latto was not about to let that narrative fly. She quickly clapped back, shutting down the side chick rumors, saying, "I live with my man. I don't even come second. Y'all need to get off them T-pages and go touch grass. My privacy is driving you up a wall. Mistress to hoe, why y'all don't see the cars, diamonds, etc? Cause y'all don't know me and you don't got it figured out like at all." She made it clear. She was no secret, no backup plan, and definitely not second place. But despite 21 Savage's public rejection, Latto refused to let go. Instead of distancing herself, she doubled down on the relationship. Literally. She went and got his real name permanently tattooed behind her ear. Yes, permanently. At that point, whether 21 claimed her or not, Latto made sure her feelings were set in ink. And let's be honest, when a woman starts making moves like that, it's never a good sign. Latto didn't just get a small subtle tattoo, she went all in. Not a cute little initial, not a symbol that could mean something else. She got his full government name inked, the one his mama gave him. And when the internet found out she got Shea tatted on her, people were absolutely floored. First off, who even knew that was his real name? And second, why in the world would she permanently mark herself with the name of a man who is still legally married? If 21 never publicly claimed her, what was she doing making such a bold permanent move? The audacity had people gagging. And to make things worse, Hollywood Unlocked wasted zero time exposing the tattoo. They put it on full display, and the internet, they went crazy. People started clowning her immediately, saying she went out sad over a man who wouldn't even acknowledge her relationship publicly. Memes were flying left and right, with people questioning if Latto was ignoring all the red flags just to prove a point. If she thought the internet would just let it slide, she was in for a rude awakening. The backlash came in hot, and Latto did not take it well. Word on the street is that she was so pressed about the whole thing that she allegedly sent her team after Jason Lee, the head of Hollywood Unlocked, demanding that he take the post down. And get this, rumors say she even tried to pay him to scrub the tattoo from the internet. Yes, you heard that right. Sis was trying to do damage control ASAP. But at that point, it was already too late. Once the internet grabs onto something, there's no getting it back. And with this level of drama, people were not about to let it go anytime soon. Latto thought she was proving a point, but instead, it just made her look even more deep in her feelings over a man who wasn't even publicly claiming her. And now, the whole world knew it.
Start getting calls from your team saying that you allegedly wanted to pay me to take it off of Hollywood Unlocked. And I wasn't going to remove it, but I asked my team to check to see if anybody else had posted. And although I think we posted it first, everybody started posting it, and then it became a thing where I think then she got, from what I understand, was unhappy with us not taking it down.
If Latto thought she was out here looking bad for getting a man's name tatted, she wasn't alone, because turns out 21 Savage got one too. That's right, he got a tattoo of her name, right behind his ear, right in the same spot where she had gotten his name inked. At first glance, this seemed like some cute matching couple tattoo situation. Like, okay, maybe they were really locked in like that. But then reality hit. This was a whole married man with 2 kids. At that point, it didn't even matter how many times Latto and 21 denied being together. Everybody with eyes and ears already knew the truth. Their constant "we're just friends" act Nobody was buying it. But here's where things got messy. People couldn't stop talking about it. And the biggest side eye? It wasn't for 21 or Latto, it was for Kiana, 21's wife. People were looking at her like, sis, how long are you gonna let this man publicly embarrass you? The general consensus was that she needed to toughen up, set some boundaries, and make it clear she wasn't about to be played like that. And for a moment, it actually looked like she had reached her breaking point. Rumors started flying that Kiana was done with the public humiliation and was finally ready to walk away. Word on the street was that she had begged 21 to cut Latto off, but he refused. And if that wasn't bad enough, Latto had the audacity to throw shade at her for staying with him through all the drama. The level of disrespect was outrageous. And that seemed to be the final straw. But in true Kiana fashion, she didn't do any public ranting. No social media meltdowns, no dragging 21 or Latto online. Instead, she made one subtle move that spoke volumes. Her Instagram bio originally read, Kiana Joseph, mother of 2. Then almost overnight, she tweaked it. Now, it simply said, mother of 3. To the casual observer, it might seem like a small change, but to those paying attention, it was a silent mic drop. It was her way of saying she was done associating herself with 21 Savage as his wife. At that moment, it really seemed like she was finally walking away. But just when everybody thought she was out for good, a major plot twist hit. Kiana and 21 Savage were still together, and just like that, the cycle continued. Despite all the rumors that 21 Savage would leave Kiana the moment he secured his green card, guess what? That never happened. Whether it's love, loyalty, or just pure attachment, one thing is crystal clear. Kiana isn't going anywhere, and neither is 21. But if you thought Latto was gonna take that news lightly, think again. Sis started dropping some heavy hints that she and 21 were still locked in. It was like she was subtly trolling, trying to show the world that she still had a claim on him. The moment that really got people talking, Latto posted a picture of her Sims game. Now normally, no big deal. But the female character in her game looked exactly like her, and then she went even further. She posted a screenshot of the Sims character giving birth and the baby daddy in the game. A dead ringer for 21 Savage, tattoos and all. At that point, she wasn't even pretending to hide the affair anymore. It was clear as day that she was salty about him choosing his actual wife and the mother of his kids over her. And let's be real, not the Sims fantasy life. But hold on, because here's where it gets even messier. Kiana wasn't even Latto's only competition. 21 was out here moving reckless with multiple women. And word on the street, he allegedly stepped out on Latto with none other than Saweetie. Yes, Saweetie. At this point, Saweetie might as well change her name to Mrs. Steal Your Man because, let me tell you, Latto did not handle this well. Reports claim that 21 whisked Saweetie away on a lavish vacation to Dubai, leaving Latto feeling played, humiliated, and straight up sick. The way she reportedly spiraled over it, messy as hell. Now, whether Saweetie is his new main thing or just a temporary fling, that remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, and two things are certain. Latto is heated. And now, the streets are buzzing with talk that Latto and Saweetie are beefing. And here's why. Saweetie was accused of throwing subtle shade at Latto when she did an interview with social media channel Mystery Fashionist. During the interview, she referred to herself as Big Mama. And if you know, you know. Because Latto has been calling herself Big Mama for years. If people weren't already convinced that Saweetie was throwing shade at Latto, this was the moment that sealed it. Not only was she allegedly stealing Latto's man, but now she was out here using her nickname too. Talking about a double homicide. Fans wasted no time calling Saweetie out for the shade, with one person commenting, "Messy started just like that, with all the 21 cheating on Latto with her speculations." But Saweetie, she wasn't here for the drama. She clapped back hard, denying any involvement with 21 Savage. She wrote, "Literally never met him. Go get some money and get off the internet, brookie." Dang, not her stealing Latto's lingo too, but back to Latto, because she wasn't done feeding into the rumors about her and 21. Even on her latest album, she had lyrics that had people raising eyebrows. In her song Good to You, she rapped, "I'm a diamond ninja, 12 the way they out here trying to cuff and I'll settle down." And then she hit people with, "Lay a hoe down and lay up with a savage." She wasn't even being subtle anymore, but at the same time, she kept playing coy. In an interview, she refused to come out and confirm anything, saying, "The internet don't know a damn thing. Let's start there. I like being private. It ain't really nobody's business. Listen to the music and you'll know what you need to know." And then she went on about how rapping about her love life made her feel some type of way when other people were around. "When other people in the studio, I get to feeling like a simp, and I'm so not a simp. It's easy when I can be in that element fully, but when somebody right there, I feel like a straight up sucker." But she didn't stop there. She also spoke with Cosmopolitan, doubling down on her need for privacy, saying, "I think we find the beauty in separation sometimes because it makes us miss each other. My privacy is more important than seeing him in the crowd. I can't have people putting two and two together. This is the longest relationship I've ever been in." But fans weren't buying it. They believed the real reason she was keeping things private was because she knew 21 would never publicly claim her. And rather than face that humiliation, she tried to control the narrative. But just because she kept things private didn't mean she wasn't still obsessed with him. Because allegedly, she had a whole woman jumped over 21. Yup, you heard that right. Rumors started swirling that Latto got a girl beat up because she was messing around with 21 Savage. And Latto, she wasn't about to let that slide under her watch. His situation started off messy and somehow managed to spiral into a full-blown disaster. When news first broke, nobody had a clue that 21 Savage had any connection to the drama. At first, all people knew was that Latto had been caught in some kind of altercation at a strip club, and from the jump, the details were all over the place. According to reports, Latto had booked out Magic City to shoot her music video for It's a Party. It should have been a simple job. Show up, get the footage, and keep it moving. But instead, things took a sharp, unexpected turn. The first story that hit the blogs had people shook. They claimed Latto had pulled the ultimate stunt, throwing thousands of dollars at the dancers, then snatching it all back before walking out like nothing happened. And the internet, oh, they went crazy with it. People were dragging her, calling her cheap, broke, and straight up disrespectful for playing in a strip club dancer's face like that. It became a PR nightmare, with fans questioning, if she really has money like that, why would she need to pull something so embarrassing? Just when it seemed like Latto had completely fumbled the bag, a dancer from the club, Gorgeous Doll, came forward to clear the air. And what she had to say? It changed everything. She claimed Latto wasn't being cheap at all. She was reacting to something that happened earlier that night, because somebody had stolen her wallet. Yes, you read that right. Latto had been searching for it, asking over and over again for whoever took it to just return it and keep it pushing. But when nobody stepped up, she got FEDUP. And instead of just taking the loss, she took her money back. Now, while that might have made sense to her, the dancers at Magic City saw it as straight up disrespect. And that's when everything went left. What should have been a quiet night for a music video shoot turned into a full-blown scandal. And Latto? She wasn't about to let people drag her name. According to Gorgeous Doll, things escalated quickly, and before she knew it, Latto had her jumped outside the club. Yup, you heard that right. She claimed Latto made sure she got handled, sending a clear message that she wasn't playing around. And just when people thought the drama couldn't get any messier, boom. Gorgeous Doll dropped another bombshell. She claimed that she had been pregnant at the time of the altercation. And when that hit the internet, it was chaos. What was already a bad situation turned into a complete disaster. People were outraged. The backlash was wild. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, Gorgeous Doll came back with one more shocking claim. She said that because of the attack, she suffered a miscarriage. And that sent the internet into a frenzy. This drama just took another wild turn. For the longest time, there was no solid proof connecting Latto to the altercation, which meant Gorgeous Doll had to take the L and move on, at least for the time being. But now, it looks like she finally got the receipts she needed to back up her accusations, And ironically, she has Latto herself to thank for it. In what can only be described as a major slip-up, Latto seemingly confirmed that she had Gorgeous Doll jumped. And the reason? None other than 21 Savage, a man who still refuses to publicly claim her. Now, how did this all unravel? Well, it started when a TikToker, who had her own beef with Latto's lash tech, posted a rant online dragging the lash tech for filth. But in the middle of her venting, she made a mistake. She name-dropped Latto. And let's just say, that was not the move. Because Latto, she wasn't about to sit back and let her name get thrown into the mix without clapping back. But in doing so, she ended up spilling more tea than she probably intended. Latto responded, "Who you describing? Because it's not me. You lost your marbles. You speaking on my man on TikTok, got whooped outside the club, and you read that too." And boom, just like that, she let it slip. The woman she was arguing with instantly called her out, firing back, "I'm losing my marbles, but you're out here threatening people on TikTok over a lash tech? That's a choice." But while they were going back and forth, Gorgeous Doll was already locked in. Because the moment she saw that response, she jumped right in. For her, this was the confession she had been waiting for. To her, it was concrete proof, the final piece of the puzzle. She wasted no time calling it a direct admission of guilt, making it clear that she wasn't about to let this slide. And now, she's reportedly moving forward with legal action. She vowed to sue Latto, fully convinced that she finally had the receipts to hold her accountable for her actions. Well, Latto clearly didn't see this coming. The moment the backlash started hitting, it was obvious that she realized she had messed up big time. And just like that, she went into damage control mode. She scrambled to erase the evidence, deleting the comment where she had pretty much admitted to getting Gorgeous Doll jumped. But the thing is, it was already too late. Screenshots were taken, the internet caught everything, and now she's got way more than just bad press to worry about. Because Gorgeous Doll wasn't playing. She wasn't just looking for an apology, she was coming for those pockets. And Latto's little slip-up just made this situation a whole lot more serious. But as if that wasn't already a mess to deal with, it looks like 21 Savage is over it. According to an insider, he's tired. Tired of Latto constantly bringing drama into his life. Tired of the scandals. Tired of the emotional outbursts. And tired of the non-stop chaos she's been dragging him into. And honestly, it's creating way more problems for him than it's worth. Especially because it's not just him getting caught up in this mess. It's starting to spill over into his actual marriage. Now, what's really going on with his wife, Kiana? That part, still a mystery. Whether they're in some type of open marriage, whether she's turning a blind eye, or whether there's some unspoken arrangement going on, we don't know. But one thing's for sure, it's adding a whole lot of unnecessary drama to his life. And from the looks of it, 21 Savage is done with Latto, but y'all already know she is not taking this well. Because according to sources, Latto has been spiraling hard. She's been threatening to expose everything, saying she's going to put 21 on blast and humiliate him by leaking details of their relationship. And from what she's saying, she's got the receipts to back it up. Now, what's her endgame? Does she actually want him back? Or is she just out for some good old-fashioned revenge? Whatever it is, one thing is clear, she is not going down easy. And 21 is about to get a real dose of chaos. This whole situation, a hot mess. But now I need to hear from you. Do you think Latto is really about to expose 21 Savage? Or is she just throwing a tantrum because she got played? And what about his wife, Kiana? Is she just ignoring all of this, or is there something bigger going on behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And to all my real ones who hit like, share, and subscribe, you're my fam. Thank you for always rocking with me. See you in the next video, my stars and hushers.